We're going to be baking some cookies together here this morning. First things first is wash your hands. The government are advising you to do it. I'm advising you to do it before you do any sort of baking or cooking whatsoever. But I also need some helpers. Where did I put those helpers?
Hello!
Oh, look at that, my wonderful helpers. Are you well?
Yeah.
You excited about making cookies?
Yeah.
Have you washed your hands?
Yeah.
Okay, we can get started. This recipe is really easy. And how do I know that? Number one, I've cooked it about 15, 20 times probably. And number two of those times I did it with 29 children doing it with me. And when I say doing it with me, I mean me trying not to lose their eye as they trash the room. So you're going to need 100 grams of light brown sugar, 125 grams of caster sugar, and 225 grams of self-raising flour, 125 grams of pre-softened butter, which I softened by putting in the air cupboard. You're going to need some vanilla extract, an egg. You're going to need 200 grams of chocolate. I could not find a big bar yesterday in the shop, so I bought 4 small bars. Pardon? Oh, what is this doing here? Brother Gold Delicious Ripsy oil? We don't need that for this recipe.
But it's still yummy.
But it's still very yummy. I went and got my biggest bowl because I like to make a mess when I'm doing this, and I'd rather make the mess in the bowl rather than all over the place. My oven's warming up to 180 degrees. So first things first, butter's going in, 125 grams of butter. It doesn't matter if it's salted or unsalted, because we can fix either that later on. So if you have salted, that's great. If you've unsalted, that's fine. I'm just putting it in. Then you're going to add your sugars. So 100 grams of the brown sugar goes in, and then 125 grams of the caster sugar goes in.
Yes.
So we're going to cream this together. Now if you have a big fancy KitchenAid, you can do it that way. But I'm going to do it with my hand. And you just have one hand and you just start squishing it all together.
Because one hand goes in.
It means only one hand goes in because there are 6 hands here, and we only want one of them getting dirty. And keep doing that. And you might be wondering, why are there 2 different sugars in here? Well, it actually does change the texture of the cookie quite considerably. The darker one, the light brown sugar, gives it a real kind of toffee, chewy flavour to it, and then the caster just keeps it a bit lighter so it's not too heavy and claggy. If you wanted to, you could just go straight brown muscovado sugar. You'd get a real like dark, treacly molasses kind of cookie, which would be really good with coffee, which maybe we'll do tomorrow. Not online, because I'm in school tomorrow. So now we're going to add an egg. Eden Faith, would you do the honours, please? Mix it up.
And also put it in your food caddy.
Put the eggshells in your food caddy. There you go. So there's 1 egg in this. You might be thinking, why is there only 1 egg? Surely you could put in 2 eggs. This is actually a French recipe, and in France, 1 egg is enough.
Not funny.
Oh, come on, that's the only egg joke I have.
Nathan's laughing.
Right, you throw the egg in there, Lindy. We're going to then use some vanilla bean extract. So this is vanilla bean extract, not vanilla bean essence. What's the difference, I hear you ask? Extract is basically they take vanilla and they soak it with ethanol alcohol and water for a long time, and it ends up smelling like this.
Really nice.
Smells like I imagine heaven will smell like. Either that or frying bacon, one of the 2. So essence, this is extract. If you want to use essence, you can. It's just synthetic, synthetically produced, so it's not natural, it's not real.
And do it over the bowl.
Do it over the bowl. There you go. So we'll give that a mix. I've taken my hand out for this bit because this is the sloppy bit. So if you have a fork or spatula or spoon or whatever, give it a mix. And this is when it's good to have a big bowl, so you can really fire it around and not worry about things jumping all over the place. And if you're doing this and you feel your belly jiggling, you're in good company. That's pretty well mixed in. Would you say, Faith?
Yeah.
Alright, so we've got sugar, butter, eggs, and vanilla in there just now. So now we need the flour. Now I need 225 grams of self-raising flour. This is the bit I always love watching the kids at school do. And then they panic when they get too much. And they try and hide the fact that they've got too much from me. But I can smell it. Right, Nathan, do you want to sift that in? You know how to sift, yeah?
No, I don't have
So
that.
do this.
Okay. It looks like it's snowing.
Okay. Try and keep it all in the bowl as much as you can. Nearly there?
I know. No.
Not really? Let's get it up a bit.
Looks like it's snowing. That's what it is.
And hopefully you're seeing the little like balls of flour getting left in there. And then they start getting small. There's no more. There we go. Flowery snow scene. So we're going to mix all that in together. And at this point, if you used unsalted butter, put in half a teaspoon or kind of two kind of large pinches of salt. If you used salted butter, as I did, because we didn't have any unsalted, then don't add in any, because there's already salt in it. Now we're going to bash the chocolate. Now again, if you've ever seen Jamie Oliver do this, he goes, get yourself some chocolate and whack it off the counter as hard as you can. The first time I did this with a class, I thought, oh, let them do that, that'll be good fun. And within about 45 seconds, they were whacking as hard as they could, and chocolate was flying everywhere, but they just kept whacking, and the whole room was covered in chocolate. Apologies to Margaret Cole, who had to then tidy it up afterwards. So, the best way I find to do this is, you want to grab a couple? You want to grab a couple?
Oh, okay.
Give it a bash. I'll be mixing this together. See, children just can't help themselves when they're allowed to be violent against something, they will be violent against something. Easy. This is kind of coming together as a dough now. So we're going to open these up. You're going to open them up, throw them in.
Yes.
Do they load anymore?
Oh my gosh.
That's how you open them up over the bowl.
Yep.
And then you want to squash it all together. It won't feel as nice this bit because there's just lots of bits of chocolate in your way. So the dough doesn't sort of give and feel lovely in your hands. What you can do, we did it last October when we were having a bonfire, was each cookie we took a little toffee that we had from some quality streets.
Yes.
And then we wrapped, and eclairs, yes, and we wrapped the cookie around, we wrapped the ball cookie around it and put that in. That worked really well.
And it melted. Oh, so nice.
So now you have your dough, and so you want to get it into a big sausage.
Sausage.
Yes. And you want to half your sausage approximately. Right? And then make sausage out of each of those. Do you make sausage out of that one? You'll get it go in a second. Then you want to half each of those again. So you want to make 3 balls out of those. You make 3 balls out of that one. So keep your fingers like this. If you keep your fingers like this, instead of getting them all mixed in, then like you've done many times, then you don't get so much dough. Yep, all over the place. You don't need to be too precise, but it is good to have them roughly even, so there's not fights later on about who gets the bigger one.
There generally is massive ones and tables.
Okay, so what we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We've made 12 cookie balls.
Perfect.
So we have pre-lined our trays, so we keep them a bit of space. 1, 2, well done. And then we're just going to stick them in. So I'm going to stick one tray in the bottom, one tray in the top. I can already tell that oven is too hot, so I'm going to just put them on for 8 minutes. 8 minutes. Normally I do 9, but that oven is a bit hotter than normal.
Everyone takes part.
Will I do this? Who's a better cook, me or your mummy? Probably mummy. Is that because I make things too spicy?
Yeah, and I think she can do cakes.
She can do?
Cakes.
She can do cakes?
Yeah.
And I can't do cakes?
Well, I've never seen you do it.
I could do cake.
It
So, ours are looking like that. Whoa, I squashed them too much. So, that is looking about right. If they are super goopy still, which these are not, there's slight give. I want a slight give really to keep them chewy. If they're super goopy, keep them in for 2 more minutes, no more than that. So I'm taking those out. Do you want to get the other ones out of the way?
Yeah,
Right, I was going to show you that baking them at the top and baking them at the bottom does actually make a difference, because the top ones will get much big, wider cracks in them, and the ones at the bottom get much smaller, finer cracks. But because our oven was so hot by accident, they've all baked pretty much the same. So here's the difficult part. You gotta wait 90 seconds before you can touch them. So you just leave them for like 90 seconds. We'll get our cooling trays out. We're going. Now, the oven was definitely too hot because there's brown edges in that one. And it doesn't make it taste any difference. It just makes the consistency slightly different. Now, what you will notice if you've done this right, if you can see that, is you get 6 perfect grease circles. Grease circles means tasty. You can see that this one here is falling through the bottom.
I must hate that.
This one obviously had a bit too much mixture in it and it's falling through the bottom. But that's just part of the fun of cookie making. There's a few of them have done that. That's why it's important to get the temperature of your oven right, because ours was too hot. How do they smell, guys?
Amazing.
So today they'll be gorgeously gooey. Tomorrow they'll still be pretty gooey and chewy. By the day after, they'll just be like not quite a hard cookie, but getting there. And then by day 4, they will be a hard cookie. Are these going to last 4 days?
Yes. No, me no.
No, they're definitely not. I'm going to just do the honors for you and bite right into it.
No. I dare you. Can I?
Oh my goodness.
I don't know.
That is so great. I also think that's the best I've ever made. That's all from us. We're going to go and eat some cookies and drink some coffee. Well, I'll drink coffee. You guys will drink tea. You can see the gooiness right now happening all over my children's fingers. If you are worried that they're too gooey, stick them back in for 2 minutes. They'll still be delicious, just not gooey and falling apart. That's all for now. So stay safe, wash your hands, stay at home, enjoy, and go and do your work. See ya.